Hello my Wolfpack and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Competitive Guide video. So today we're covering Barraskewda. This is an Isle of Armor update, so it has got access to Flip Turn now, which I'm going to talk about in just a minute. But if you're interested in some other sets, there is a card up in the corner that I would recommend you go and check out at the end of this video. Also, whilst I'm talking about the ideas of this video, please can you go down and leave a like and subscribe if you have not done so already. If you have, that is absolutely fantastic. I really appreciate it. It just helps us grow as a channel and helps kind of build up a little bit more of a community, which I'm really looking forward to. Now, going on today, we've got Barraskewda. Barraskewda is pretty much a glass cannon. It has massive attack and massive speed. At base 136 speed, it outspeeds the vast majority of Pokemon, except for things like Dragapult, which can be a problem. And then it's also got a very high attack, base 123. This first set, I have gone for a Choice Scarf. Now, by no means you have to go for a Choice Scarf. You could even go for things like Life Orb, you could go Choice Band. There are definitely options here. But my first thought was having a Scouting Pokemon. So this is as fast as it can possibly be. You can Flip Turn and get out of there first turn, and you can go into another Pokemon whilst potentially your opponent has switched out and gives yourself a little bit of an advantage. So let's say that you come in with your Barraskewda because you've just had something knocked out, for example. You click on Flip Turn, expecting them to switch. They then switch into a different Pokemon. When you Flip Turns, you're going out and you're bringing in a Pokemon to counter that switch. So that can work very, very nicely in your favour, and I thought that was the premise of this set. Now, obviously, you don't have to have the Choice Scarf for this. As I said, you've got a couple of different options there. You could even go for like Red Card if you want to. That's an option on here as well. Other move-wise, we've gone Close Combat, powerful Fighter type attack. It's a variety of different Pokemon for good damage, if not super effective damage. Liquidation, just have another Water type move that isn't going to switch you out, but just because you've got that speed, you should be able to outspeed a lot of them. And then Poison Jab hits things like Fairy types. Now, Fairy types can be an absolute pain, so having Poison Jab is a good option here. Now, ability-wise, let's have a look. We've got Propeller Tail, so this Pokemon's moves cannot be redirected by any effect. So less a case in singles, but if you're in doubles, for example, things like Follow Me can definitely cause issues with you, and your Propeller Tail can just mitigate that. I lost what my train of thought was there, but yeah, the Propeller Tail just stops things like Follow Me in doubles, which can be very helpful. Otherwise, you've got Swift Swim, so if you want to run this in a rain team, that's definitely possible. Obviously, if you're running it in a rain team, there is no need at all for the Choice Scarf. As I said, Band or Life Orb, probably going to be your best bets there. EVs, max attack, max speed, jolly nature, more speed, less special attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. You could always go for the adamant here. The main reason I went for the jolly was just in case you've got like a Choice Scarf Dragapult that's like jolly, not jolly. It's either adamant or modest because it can be run either way. So that was kind of my thinking there, but you can run it however you want to run it. I just thought this would be a nice idea for kind of countering switches. The second set we have is a substitute set, so typically Barraskewda doesn't get a huge amount of variety on its moves, so I decided to put substitute in here. Substitute obviously takes 25% of your health and puts substitute up. This can allow you to set up quite nicely without being hit as much, and then obviously the substitute can just take the damage for you, or if you was going to end up taking more than 25% damage, you can have that substitute fade and not take as much damage. Whilst also doing damage to the opposing Pokemon, so it can work very nicely. Typically, I don't really run Substitute too much, so I'm not too much in the house of substitutes. As you see, most of my sets don't actually have Substitute on them, but I thought, you know, we'll give it a try on this set. Potentially it'll work. We've got Psychic Fangs to get rid of any essentially Aurora Veils or Reflects or Light Screens on the opposing field. That will allow for those that will be removed, and as soon as they're removed, it becomes a lot easier to be able to take them out, because obviously you have got them back to their normal defences. Liquidation, powerful water type move, boosted by Stab. Obviously has a chance to reduce the defence, so that can work very nicely. And then we've got Crunch, powerful dark type attack, which hits a variety of different Pokemon as well. Life Orb, just boosting that ever so slightly. Propeller Tail or Swift Swim on this set, it doesn't really matter, you can go for either of them. EVs, I've gone for max attack and max speed, with the adamant nature, some more attack, less special attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. You could always go for the modest nature here, not the modest, the Jolly Nature here if you wanted to boost up your speed just that little bit more, maybe to have uninvested like Dragapult and have that crunch hit for quite a lot of damage. So that's obviously an option if you want to go for it. And the final set we have is a Dynamax set. So on here we have got a good few moves. So Barraskewda gets access to Close Combat. Powerful Fighter type attack, turns to max level, increasing up your attack by 1 stage. Waterfall, powerful water type attack, sets up the rain for your Swift Swim, so doubling your speed. Now, just in case you can't set up the rain, or that, for example, you've got an opposing team and they're running things like, I don't know, the sun or hail or sandstorm or whatever, and they're not being affected by the rain, then you can always go for Bounce, which will increase up your speed by 1 stage using max Airstream. So that's just there as a precaution in case another type of weather team is appearing, because they are somewhat common. Not the most common, but they're somewhat common. And then finally, you've got Drill Run, just increasing up your special defense a little bit more. I just thought it'd be nice to raise up your defense ever so slightly because of the fact that you are so weak in your defenses. But yeah, EVs, max attack and max speed with an adamant nature again, more attack, less special attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. I put a choice down on here. You can always go for a variety of things like Life Orb, any kind of berries. Red card, I quite like running on things like this. You could run even Focus Sash, could be a possibility, but lots of different options here. That is all for today, so I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out here, so have a good one, and I'll see you soon.